Welcome everyone to another YouTube exclusive workout. This time I'm working on the spring wall and I'm gonna do a full body workout using just the arm springs. And we're gonna do the whole thing standing. So I'm gonna begin facing the spring wall. Now I'm using regular arm springs here. I'm gonna begin by just getting my body warmed up. I'm gonna put my shoulders in a neutral position. I step far enough back to have just a little bit of tension on those springs. My feet are shoulder distance apart and parallel, and I'm gonna sit down into this squat and come back up. I'm gonna sit back into it and come up. So what's great about this is you can really sink into the heels on this. Keep your back nice and long, inhale down, exhale up. And you notice I'm giving myself just a little bit of help with those springs for this first part so that I can go down a little further because the springs take some of the body weight off. So I can do a little bit more, a little bit deeper. It's a great way to warm up. Now, I'm just gonna flip my palms over, and what I'm gonna do is a bicep curl as I sit back into it. So again, I inhale down, exhale up. Try to keep the back nice and long, and you're gonna be looking slightly downward as you squat. You'll hinge forward a little bit. And let's do two more, and one more. Now from here, what I'm going to do is flip my hands over again, and I'm going to do a squat, and this time I'm going to flex my spine forward and press my arms back and come back up to standing tall. Exhale over and inhale up. Use your exhale to help you slide your ribs toward your hips and come back up. So rounding the spine, curling the tailbone under, getting a good C curve there as you go down into the squat and extend the shoulders. Two more times. Exhale and back up, and one more time. Down and up. Now let's alternate those. We're gonna sit back into our squat with a bicep curl, and then we're gonna flex the spine and press the arms down and back. Straight spine as I do the bicep curl, flex spine as I go down. Again, sit back, and then flex. And two more times. Back and flex. And one more time, sit back and then exhale, flex over and come up. Okay, now from here, I'm gonna go into lunges. So I'm gonna lunge back here. And as I lunge back again, I'm starting by using the springs here as a little bit of a balance guide. I wanna start with my feet about hip distance apart. I take my foot directly behind the sit bone there and alternate right there, sitting into that front leg and back. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the arm work. So let's practice that first. I'm gonna do a bicep curl with one arm and that press back with the other arm, right? So it's a little reciprocal work here, like so. And let's get that going with our lunge. Lunge back and bicep curl and press. And come up and do that again. Press and come up. Keep the body nice and still. Try not to rotate. And we're gonna exhale and inhale, come up. Exhale back and inhale up. I think Bam Bam's had enough. And we're gonna do that again. And let's do one more set. Back and back. Woo! You should be toasty now. Those are great. It's a great full body exercise. I'm gonna change the spring position here. We're gonna go into some side work. So I'm putting it at about the bottom of my rib cage, hooking it up there. I'm gonna step out a little bit. So if I turn, my sternum's in line with the handle and it's taut, ready to go. And then I'm gonna do my spine rotation. So I want my hips to stay square to the front. I've got a little bend in the knee and the hip. I call that an athletic, well, everybody calls that an athletic stance, not just me. And go around, and let's do that a few more times. Think of pulling with the obliques, not the arms. Come around, and two, and one. Now from here, I'm gonna do my step out. So I'm gonna step out, I'm holding the strap in the hand closest to it, and as I step out, I turn this leg out, so like a fencer lunge with a punch, and then come back. So exhale, across, and come back, and again. Press out, and return. Exhale, press, and return. Let's do 5 more. push out there. Now, obviously, the further you go, the more help you get with your legs, but the harder it is with your upper body. And you want to control that return. This part here coming back, super important for that eccentric work, lengthening the muscle under tension. And one more time, press and come back. Now I'm just gonna take that spring up to the top and I'm gonna hang on to it, step out a little bit, hand on my head, and I'm gonna do my side bend here. So I'm pressing the hand, not just down, but closer to my leg and coming back up. Exhale over and then return. And again, press over and come back up. And press, bending over, and again, and 3 more here. Press down and come back up. Just try to go right to the side here, 2, and up, and one more time. Press and come up. All right, let's do that on the other side. So I'm gonna take this spring down to about the bottom of my rib cage, step out, hang on to the handle with the hand closest to it, athletic stance, and turn. And come back. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, come back. And turn, right there. And return. And right around. And again, rotate around and back. We've got 3. And back. And 2. And let's do one more here. Around and back. Now, I'm gonna bring the legs together here, and I'm gonna do my step out and punch. So I'm gonna step across, do the fence or lunge, and punch across, rotating my torso in that direction, and come back. Exhale, and come back. Again, press away, and come back. We've got 5 more. Press, 5. Go a little further if you can, but remember, you gotta be able to control it on the way back. And 3 more. And back, and 2 more. And 1 more time. Press and back. All right, now let's bring this up to the top. We're gonna do our side bend. So hang on to this. Step away a little bit so you got some tension on it. Hand on the side of your head. Flex over and pull the arm toward you so you're not just connecting with the obliques here on this exercise. You're actually getting a little lat work, you're getting a little pec work. And again, over to the side, don't lock your knees. And press 3 more. And 1, and slowly up. And 2, and 1 more time. 3, and come back up. All right, now from here, all I'm gonna do is turn and face the front. I'm gonna keep the springs attached to the same place here, up to the top, or just above me. And then I'm gonna step forward. Now on this one, I'm gonna keep my legs hip distance apart and make sure the hips stay open and I don't end up flexing forward. I'm gonna lean into it here. So your ankles are flexing, right? You wanna keep your heels down. And from here, you're gonna punch out and come back. The goal is to use the arms to move the springs and not allow the body to sway. As little as possible here. So it becomes harder on the core as you come back. This is like an interesting variation of a plank, right? Because as I bring my arms back, I'm laughing because the chipmunk just ran past the window. Exhale, press out, and inhale back. As I move my arms back, the spring load gets lighter, so I'm using more and more of my core to keep me in the same place. And let's just do 5 more, and come back. And exhale, 4. Inhale back, and 3, and 2, and 1 more. Press and come back. Now, I'm gonna finish with a quick tricep press here. So I'm just gonna turn the palms to face each other, and I'm gonna have a more athletic stance on this one. And you're just gonna press up and come back down. Try to keep the elbows pointing up at the corner of the ceiling opposite you, and press. And back, and press. Shoulders down, try to keep the arms closer to your head than further away. We've got 5, and 4. These are tough, can you feel it? 3, and exhale, 2, and 1 more time. Press and come back. All right, that is our full body standing workout using the Springwall. Now, obviously you can do this with a Cadillac or a tower if you've got that. If you like this workout, please hit that like button for me and subscribe to our channel. I'm John Garey, and this is John Garey TV on YouTube. Thanks for watching.